after that, we have Tristan Connelly and Pat Sabatini. I was super surprised when I saw this. You got a 2-1 favorite in Pat Sabatini, the younger fighter. Doesn't necessarily have the height or the reach advantage against Tristan Connelly. It definitely has the striking advantage here and the age advantage over Tristan Connelly in the fight. I was super surprised when I saw this, but look at the Tapology predictions. Oh my god, 1,163 different Tapology predictions. 58% going for the 2-1 underdog in Tristan Connelly to win the fight, mainly by decision. I was super surprised when I saw those Tapology predictions, considering he's a 2-1 underdog in the fight. So I'm really surprised right there. But I think the main way a lot of people are going for Tristan Connelly to win the fight is because of his last fight with Michel Pereira. I mean, he beat Michel Pereira pretty much every single way in the striking game, in the clinch, and in the ground. I mean, it was a super impressive performance, and he's a really good striker like Michel Pereira. Had pretty much double the amount of significant strikes in the fight. Then had a more significant strikes percentage than Michel Pereira. Didn't even get any takedowns. Michel Pereira was the one initiating the takedowns, and then Tristan Connelly would just reverse a position, get on top of Michel Pereira. In one of the rounds was a 10-8 round, 31 significant strikes to 2 significant strikes, 18-13, and then 15-17. A really good fight from Tristan Connelly. A very impressive fight from Tristan Connelly, but in the fight, he mainly played more of a wrestling and clinch-based game plan. You look at how he's getting those strikes. 21% were in the clinch, 42% were in the ground. So the main way he's getting those strikes off were in the clinch and in the ground game. So in this fight with a guy like Pat Sabatini, he's gonna go out there and try to get a takedown and try to get on top of Pat Sabatini and try to get a lot of ground and pound and win the fight by decision that way. But Pat Sabatini, if you guys do not know, has very good wrestling and is super good grappling as well. With 10 submission wins on his record, 2 decision wins and 1 knockout win. Tristan Connelly also has a lot of submission wins on his record so far, with 9 submission wins, 4 knockout wins, and 1 decision win. In my opinion, I think the grappling is going to be very even. Maybe the power of the ground and pound shots from both fighters would be going to a slight advantage to Tristan Connelly, but in the grappling game, it'd be very even. I think it's be much harder for Tristan Connelly to get a takedown on a guy like Pat Sabatini, who is such a really good wrestler, such a really good grappler, everything like that. So I think for the most part, we might see 1, maybe 2 takedowns from Tristan Connelly in the fight, but overall, for the most part, the fight will stay on the feet, and in my opinion, Pat Sabatini having the age advantage, having the speed advantage, having the accuracy advantage in the striking game. I think all those things in the striking game will have him having the advantage in the striking game. So I think Pat Sabatini will have the striking advantage, and the grappling and wrestling will be very even. He's going to have the age advantage in this fight as well. So I think this fight is going to be very even. I don't necessarily agree with the minus 225. I kind of would have had Pat Sabatini around minus 165, minus 155, somewhere around that range. I definitely wouldn't have 58% going Connelly. I definitely wouldn't have that happening. But overall, I will be going Pat Sabatini to win the fight by 29-28 unanimous decision. Just using his wrestling and grappling defense against Tristan Connelly to keep the fight on the feet and having that striking advantage to win the fight in the striking game and defend the takedowns of Tristan Connelly and to win the fight by decision. So that is my prediction. Pat Sabatini by unanimous decision, 29-28 unanimous decision.